and do a couple of logistical conversations first, and then we will move on to the rotations that we're going to do today, okay? The gold sheet that you have is a new version of what I gave to you at the end of trimester 1. I wanted to talk this through with you so that you know what to expect next week. You are aware, I hope, that the end of next week is the end of trimester 2, right? So I want everybody's eyes up here for just a minute so that I can explain the chart, and then you can work with it today and this weekend. So in the middle of the chart is a list of all of the standards that we have covered this trimester, except for 2 of them. So it's got Unit 3, Unit 4, and Unit 5. And then we have standards 6.1 and 6.2 that you were just working on with Mr. B last week and this week, right? Okay, so this is a list of the standards that are optional for the final. You remember, hopefully from last trimester, that there are some standards that are required and some that are optional. The required standards for this trimester are 6.1 and 6.2. So 6.1 is work, thermal energy, and power, and 6.2 is types of energy, kinetic and potential, and then conservation. Those are the 2 things that we assessed this week, okay? So those are going to be required standards for this trimester final, and then also the lab standards. We'll do a lab throughout this next week, okay? The other ones over here, I gave you a little column over here where you can write down your standard scores. So let me just kind of give you my little spiel about this, okay? I updated standard scores on Power School, okay? So you should have access to those. 2 caveats. Number 1, if you have just recently taken some assessments, those have not gotten in yet. My ultimate goal is to get everything updated before you come to school on Monday, okay? I've got quite a bit to do, and I am completely aware of that. I apologize for the length of time it's taken, but it is how reality happens sometimes. Also, there are some of you for whom you just haven't gotten a standard. If you have a 0 for a standard score, so those are the ones that actually are used to calculate your grade, the reason you have a 0 is because I don't have enough information yet to give you a score. That means that maybe you did 1 out of the 2 or 3, but you didn't get the other one done. If you need to make those up, let me know and we'll do that. But I want to get that done by Wednesday. Okay, I don't want to be chasing things down on Thursday. Okay, so take a look. This is where you can write those down. Don't do it right this moment, but do that at some point. And then over here on the left-hand column is just kind of like your little checklist. Like, yep, these are the ones that I'm thinking I want to do. Okay, there are W's and T's here just to give you an idea of when things are planning to happen. So you remember last trimester how we did like certain standards on the first day and then certain standards on the second day. We are doing our finals on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Tuesday, we're going to do the Unit 4 standards and the Unit 5 standards. And then on Wednesday, we'll do the Unit 3 standards, as well as 6.1, 6.2 in the lab design. Everybody will take 6.1, 6.2 in the lab design. Other than that, you have the choice. I want you to take at least 2 other standards. Every standard will have an opportunity for a level 10. Okay, so you can get a level 10 on anything. So even if you've got 9s across the board, you can still aim for something higher, right? I want to make you aware of that. Whether you're aiming for higher and you want to take all the standards, or because you've got some low scores that you're trying to get rid of, you can take all of the standards if you want to. Let's be honest though, taking all of these standards in one day would be a lot to do, right? If you are planning to take all of the standards or a lot of them, let me know and we can adjust and we can have you, we can move them around if we need to. We can do things after school, before school, whatever. Just let me know, communicate with me and we'll make it okay. All right? Questions about this chart before we move on? Okay. One other little thing about Unit 6 that I want to make you aware of. So you took the check-in Tuesday and then Thursday. 6.1 was on Tuesday. 6.2 was yesterday. Okay. That's one piece of evidence that we have for Unit 6. You also will be taking it. Everybody will take it on the final. But that's only 2. And sometimes having that third option or that third opportunity is really helpful. So when you get your quizzes back today, if you say, I really think I need to do this again, I will have another opportunity for you to do that. You can do it either Monday or Tuesday of next week before school. You can do it during an open period. You could do it on Tuesday during Liberty time. Any of those times is absolutely fine, okay? but know that that needs to be done by Tuesday if you choose to do it. Okay, that would be your third option, third time. Questions that you have for me? Okay, last thing, and then we will get our warm-up started and move on to our stations. So today we're going to do some stations. We've got 3 of them. The first one is where you'll get your quizzes back. That'll be up here with Mr. B. So you'll sit at one of these 3 tables and you'll get quizzes back and discuss that sort of stuff. Station 2 is an applied problem. It's going to be over at that table. It's just some more conservation of energy work. More practice equals more understanding, right? And then station 3 will be over there. There's a purple sheet that helps you just to do some more review. There's also some review on the back of this gold sheet. So the beginning of the review is on the back of the gold sheet, okay? We'll get you in some groups in a minute to do that. The other thing I wanted to tell you logistically, I know it's a lot of stuff, but I just want to get it all out there, is that so Monday we're going to be reviewing in class. You'll get your folders back. That'll be just like student-led, you do your thing. Tuesday and Wednesday are finals times. If you're not actually testing on Tuesday, that's just going to be individual study work time. Thursday and Friday, you'll be finishing a lab, our final lab. So we'll do the design on Wednesday. You'll take data on Thursday, and then you'll conclude and evaluate on Friday. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. All right. If you have not yet taken the check-in that we did yesterday, so the 6-2 check-in, I'm going to have you go with Mr. B for just a couple minutes. If you are ready to take it and you want to jump in and do it, you can do that with him right now. If you're not quite ready, that's okay. You can just head out there with him for just a moment because we're going to do a warm-up quick that I want to make sure that you're not here for. Oh, that seems so mean. But, you know, that's how we roll sometimes. Thank you.